back, level wings. All right, push down, push down, push down, push down. And right rudder, okay. Okay.
Okay, here we are. I believe this is my 4th takeoff. Unfortunately, it's not one of my better ones. I'm still trying to get the feel for the aircraft, but I am taking off now, and we're going out on the wind's out of the west, so we're going out on runway 27, and we're going to climb up and we're going to practice some stalls today. So getting on the runway now, ready to go, and I'm going to power up, and still having a little problem with the rudder, trying to stay in the center line. And we have a little bit of a, actually the wind's a little bit like 280, I believe, so we have a little bit of a crosswind, not much. Earlier in the day, it was actually snowing a little bit. And over there in Oklahoma, near 3 Sticks, there was actually some snow sticking to the ground, so I didn't think I was going to get to fly today at all. We've had some rain the last couple of days, been really kind of miserable winter. Really nice to have it break out so we could actually fly, but it was all the way to 3 o'clock before it started clearing off today. So I didn't, there for a while I thought we were going to run out of daylight before I had a chance to fly, but luckily it cleared off around 3, and I got to go out and do a little practice. I'm on somewhere between right at the end of lesson 3 going into lesson 4, and still practicing a lot of stalls. Those can be quite exciting, especially the first couple times you try it. It's a unique feeling when you're flying in an airplane and it starts to fall out of the sky. Not something you normally would want to do, but it's something that I need to practice in case it happens to me while I'm flying, so I know how to recover. So that's what we're doing today. Last lesson did some stalls. Today we're going to do some stalls, and actually today I wouldn't say I landed the plane. I had the controls most of the time, but I had some help from my instructor, which I needed. It was my first time to attempt a landing, so I think I can at least declare an assist. I mean, it wasn't a full landing on me, but I got my part to play in there. Little yo-yo-y coming in. There's still some times up there when all of the instructions and things that need to be done, and they just aren't intuitive yet. It's going to take a little bit to get that muscle memory down and to get it to where I'm just know what to do, where I feel part of the airplane. It's like riding a motorcycle. When I first started, you did a lot of thinking of what you needed to do, with turns and how to lean and how to get your track and your braking and all that. And now the motorcycle is just part of me. Anytime I get out there, I'm doing it. I'm not even thinking about it. So I'm not anywhere near that with the airplane yet. Some things are starting to click. Some things are still kind of confusing, and it's very easy to get mired in the details, and seems like things are coming on too fast at times. But I'm going to get there. I'm determined, and I've got great instructors, so they'll help me along the way. Right now we're heading out to the east. It's where basically the practice area, heading out east of the airport. We're going to practice our stalls out there. You'll see some of the stalls, and you'll actually be able to hear what's going on in the cabin as well. So here we go out east, and I hope you enjoy the video. This was a very nice day to fly.
All right, my airplane, my controls. Okay. All right, I've got the controls. So I'm gonna demonstrate a turn to you. So I'm gonna try to gain back that next 100 feet. And I'm gonna keep it right there, about 50 knots. Okay. So here comes our altitude, and a turn in slow flight's got to be very gentle, and actually a left-handed turn, all you really have to do is release the right rudder, because the airplane's already wanting to turn to the left. Okay, so I got a little bit of climb in, so I'm going to take just a little bit of power out. If I get too fast, I'm just going to push the nose down. It's still climbing, so I'm going to pull a little bit of power out. getting a little fast, so here I go. I'm going to pull back on the yoke just a little bit. That thing's wanting to climb today. Okay. But turns back around to the west. So I just want to show you in slow flight, you want just a very small angle of bank because we're right at what's called MCA, the minimal controllable airspeed. So if we take out more power or we have more bank, then we're going to stall at this. Okay, so you see how my altitude's falling now. I'm going to just add in a little bit of power, and that should keep me right there. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so now we're in slow flight. Let's go ahead. We're in landing configuration, and let's go ahead, and I'm going to demonstrate the first power off stall, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we typically land, we're at 4,000 feet. We typically land at about 70 knots. So I'm going to push the nose over for 70 knots. We're in this, we're in a shallow descent. So I'm going to pull the power out now. Just gradually pull the power out. As I do that, I'm going to start to pitch the nose up, okay?
Okay.
All right, you see the airspeed bleeding off. I'm going to use right rudder to keep us coordinated here. All right, there's stall horn. All right, there's a stall. I'm going to go power, carb heat, air flaps, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. We're on west. Here comes airspeed. Let it build back up. Once it gets over 70, I'm going to bring all the flaps out. Actually, I'm bring quite enough. Okay, there's 70, so now I can bring out the next 10 degrees. And you kind of feel, once you bring the flaps out, you kind of feel it want to sink. So we want to do that without it sinking. And there are the rest of the flaps. We're at 80 knots now, and we're getting back to that 4,000 feet. Okay, you want to do one?
Yes, I'll try one.
Okay. All right, so let's get into landing. Your controls?
My controls.
Your controls. Get into landing configuration. So let's go carb heat on first, left to right. Carb heat. Okay, 1700 on the RPM. Okay, once we get into the white arc, you can start adding your flaps.
Okay.
Okay. So 1 Mississippi.
1001, 1002.
All right.
Feel it lifting a little bit.
Okay, yep, so there's 10 degrees, so give me 20 now.
1001, 1002.
Okay, all right, give me 30. And let's
1001, 1002.
Okay, let's push the nose down. We don't want to stall it right here.
Okay.
Okay. So now we got 30 degrees of flaps in. Let's aim towards let's get on 300 is fine. All right.
Okay.
So let's get that descent. Let's start about a 500-foot descent. Okay, and let the airspeed kind of build up to about 70 knots. This is simulating our landing. All right, so we're going to land right there, straight ahead of us. All right, something's on the runway. So instead of you're being a good pilot now, let's do what you're not supposed to do and pull up. All right, so let's go power all the way off. Sorry. Okay, now pull up. Keep it coordinated. Keep the wings level. Wings level. All right, there's stall. Push nose down. Full power. Carb heat in. Carb heat in. All right, we want 20 degrees of flaps. So flaps, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Okay, all right, stop it. Okay, good job. Okay.
So we're about 65.
Yep.
Want to get closer to 70 before we...
Yep, other way.
Yeah.
And look at, we want that ball to be centered. So go the other way. Let's push down, get the airspeed to build up. Okay, now you can bring the flaps out.
1001, 1002.
Okay, good job. And then now you can bring them all out.
Okay, now all the way?
Yep, all the way. And you can just leave it up. All right.
Bring it back down to...
Yeah, you can just pull it back to about 2200 RPM. That was good. It was. We were slow on recovering, but I mean that was fine. That was your first time to do it.
Well, things were happening.
We don't want to see the ground that much, you know.
Well, things were happening real fast between my ears.
I know they do, and it's you know it's one of the things you have to practice over and over. Yep. So I'm going to listen to the weather. Let's get a wind check.
Okay.
Mena Intermountain Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 2.
We want to be at 2,500 when we cross.
Zulu weather.
Yeah.
Wind 2.
You can stay at 3,000 for right now.
Visibility 1.
Okay, let's head a little bit towards the north. You can pull some of your power out. There you go. Pitches airspeed. Okay, make the turn when you're ready.
Okay, turning.
Don't get any slower than 70. So if you're slow, push. All right, and those 4 white mean that we're high. So now we can take the power out. Power out, and add in the last 30 degrees flaps. Mena traffic, Squawk 47 Kilo, final runway 27, full stop, Mena. Okay, there you go. All right, so we're way high, so you can take all the power out. All right, let's just aim for 70. Can you see, or do you need the visor?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, all right. So just don't pull up. We're high.
Well, I was trying to maintain.
Yeah, maintain 70. And we want to be on the center line, so now we're a little low, so now you can kind of add in some power. Yeah, but you can't pitch up because we're slow. And let's maintain center line. Alright, so just keep this power in, just let's get it down to the runway. That's good, the sun's out of our eyes now. Okay, now you can start to pull some power out. And start to look down at the other end of the runway. Look down at the other end of the runway. Start to pull power. They're a little side loaded, but.
You want to hold back in the elevator for a while, right? Keep the nose up.
Yeah, keep the nose up. All right.
All right.
We're going to make the first turnoff.
Okay.
Or the only turn. All right. Yeah, don't fight it. Just we're going slow enough there. You can just put in right rudder. There you go. Release that now.
Okay, I think I was right in the brakes.
All right, now you can bring it to a full stop here. All right, once we get clear of the hold short, we're going to call that we're clear of first thing.
Okay.
Yep. Mena traffic, Squawk 47 Kilo, clear of runway 27, Mena.